Okay, Control Warrior time again. Lots of people have been enjoying the deck. We ranked up a little bit last time, though over quite a long amount of time. Figured this was a pretty easy deck to be able to run up to Diamond, so that's kind of the goal today. But yeah, just a crazy amount of interest and support from people anytime I run this Control Warrior deck, so I figured I'd boot it up again. And yeah, just a big shout out to everyone on YouTube who's been like commenting, watching, subscribing to these videos specifically. They tend to attract everyone, so yeah, that's what's keeping me doing it. I think we'll go War Axe here. He might drop a 3/3 body. We're decreasing the efficacy of the Twilight Drake, but I think it's worth it losing 1 health for the War Axe preparation. Actually, decent consideration, but I think this is better. And you actually like if he burns a deadly poison on that instead of using it while he's got an Auctioneer. Plus, we don't need this to have a ton of health. Like, what's it going to be, a 4/6 or something? 4/7? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, pretty tough for him to deal with that. Doesn't generally run any kind of silence in this deck, so. Now, he might have the Auctioneer and he's just opting to not play it. It's kind of hard to tell. But we'll see next turn if he's got some crazy combo to unleash here. Here it's maybe like Earthen Ring or something that he's considering. I mean, is that or it's an SI? That looks like an Earthen. So here we've got a number of options actually. Taskmaster on this is pretty good to guarantee an extra bit of draw. The Armor Smith is going to save us going forward. I mean, they've got the potential to do tons of damage, but we don't. I think actually pushing damage here. We'll see what we draw. We might even swing with the axe. Pushing damage, I think we'll just draw. Sets us up with lots of different options here. I'm gonna chill on the War Axe for one more turn. I really want, in case something big comes out, big Edwin or something, like we've got no hard removal, so having these bigger bodies on board, we could drop the 2 Armor Smiths and armor out next turn, or just Sylvanas. Lots and lots of options. Okay. I was gonna say I kind of don't want to hit here anyway. Just because then it becomes vulnerable to, well, the whole board would have been vulnerable to deadly poison, and then Blade Flurry. So I think here we'll slam for starters. Sylvanas is not the greatest because of sap potential. So I think just running all this out is good. It's a great way to generate armor if he's dropping anything that's, well, not concealed anyway. And then I would have actually swung face if there wasn't something on board worth hitting. Just because we got the other War Axe. I think it's going to be hard for him to scramble his way back into this. We're probably threatening lethal in a couple turns. Well, there's the sap to try to prevent it anyway. But still, this is the difficulty, right? No hard removal. So we can hit, we can Taskmaster, we can Drake. We could also Taskmaster this and run it in and bump with the other. I think generating armor is good, but I don't think it's necessary. I actually think this is... Oh, I fucked up. That's a mistake. I should have played the Drake first. So, my mistake. But I think we're going to coin armor just to try to protect ourselves a bit better. But yeah, this should be a 4-9. I just wasn't thinking through. We're not super keen on getting the Alex out, so I don't really care about having the coin for next turn. And then coin armor up instead of Fiery War Axe, because we're probably going to play that anyway. Like, we're either going to do that, armor up and something else, or Sylvanas War Axe. And if this ends up being a... if this ends up being a Blade Flurry, no, it doesn't look like it. Would have generated a ton of armor anyway. So let's see. 4, 6, so we can't get it into lethal range just yet. I think you do have to hit this. I think it's better to hit with this and swing the War Axe to face. It's going to be really difficult for him to deal with the board. This swing with a rag is going to put it into lethal range. Just got to respond to this real quick.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay, let's see. I gotta think he's in a pretty desperate spot here. I suppose he could heal with the Farseer, maybe even a Shadow Step. But that's a second set. Yeah, if you're backstabbing your own guy to draw, not the greatest. Eviscerating our face. Okay. I think we can guarantee lethal then. Yeah, a few ways to do it. Might as well just, you know, not let our Drake die, because we care about him. Thanks. So there we go. Always nice with Warrior. Just feels like such a good deck to play with. Tight list. It's probably actually one of the tougher matchups. But we drew well. He drew. Looked like not so well. Alright, Warlock. Couple of good cards against Zoo. Now this is actually decent against Zoo. It's not amazing. Gonna toss it back. That's also pretty good. Yeah, good Zoo hand. Which we've been facing a lot more of than Handlock. Yeah, there's some more. So I don't mind getting the Armor Smith out. Even if he abusive sergeants, I mean, he'd have to have 2, which is very unlikely. Tough for him to deal with that. We might slam it next turn. Soulfire. Okay. So here, the Acolyte's good and the Slam is good. It's just a matter of how we want to deal with it. I think the Slam is just better. The further you can make it into the game, the better off you are. And we've got a Brawl for, like, if he spams at a bunch of other stuff. This, I actually think he's slammed again. You know, we're back up to 30. Pushing higher mana if we can get the Sylvanas, Brawl, all that kind of stuff, then we're in good shape. Dark Iron, I guess. Oh, Defender. Okay, it's a little annoying, just because the Acolyte gets one shot here. But we actually want him to hit it, I think. You just get 1 card draw off of it, negates 3 damage. And then we'll see what he does. We probably Sylvanas over Brawl here. Yeah, Corcoran's not the greatest. Is an okay card. We're probably going to do this, save our Brawl for a bigger board. That's strange that he hits with it first. Very strange. I'd love for him to run something else out. We don't have anything with like a whirlwind effect. But I think it's really tough. I like Corcoran Armor Up Shield Slam. But I don't know if you run the Corcoran into that or this. If you hit this, it's got the risk of being Mortal Coiled the turn after. Yeah, you definitely do that. Not all these decks run Mortal Coil though. I think I'd rather have something on the board. Little greedier. But I think overall this is better for us. And now we're getting up to Ragnaros. Alex we might even use on him, or else we'll just keep it as a way to heal up. Generally, that's what it's used for in the matchup. If you're ever gonna use it, we could actually Taskmaster BGH if we had the ability to. But Baron here, crazy good, right? Hit this. Wipe out the whole board. Yes, it deals damage to us, but it's going to be very tough for him to overcome this thing. Even if he gets a Doomguard, he's probably going to run it in here. Again, I don't think there's any risk of getting hit for 16. But if we hit here and drop Rag, I believe this goes off first because we played it. Well, let's find out. I believe that's true, though. Yeah. So you get the 8 to face. 16 burst damage. Seems like impossible. Even double power overwhelming on a Leroy. You know, you'd have to follow it up with Soulfire or something. Perfect. So, 2 easy wins. Yeah, off to a good start. Good decks win games. Who would have thought? Okay, another rogue. I really would like to win this, get the win streak going. I think Drake is very good. Shield block's okay if you've got other stuff in hand, but I'd like to mulligan for some lower drops. Oof. Good card in the matchup, but not a great card in your opening hand. So let's see what we draw into. Again, just kind of okay. I think this is really good in the matchup, because yes, it can get sapped, but it's only 4 mana. You know, if he saps like a Sylvanas, something that's like 6 mana, it's going to hurt a lot more. I think we're going to shield block here. Not bad. BGH is okay to run out, just because, you know, there's not a lot of targets for it. You're maybe getting an Edwin, and that's really about it. Or I suppose if they cold blood something, you got a shot at it. Now Kor'kron's a fine play on 4. It's just that I think the Drake is better. And if he's burning a sap here this early, not that bad for us either. Is he gonna backstab with this and hit it? Cause that is like, or SI. Okay. Still a fine trade for us. This is a great Harrison. Take out a deadly poison. You know, contest the board very well. Taskmaster can combo with Acolyte in this matchup actually pretty effectively, or maybe we could push something into BGH range. I doubt it, though. I think his highest attack minis are generally 4.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Kind of looks like it's going to be a cold blood. Just going to conceal. Okay. This is a strong consideration for Brawl. Because it looks like he's going to cold blood. Or it looks like he can cold blood after this and push a ton of damage. Right, if this wins the Brawl, we're in trouble. If this wins, it's okay. So it's 1/3 chance to be very sad. But what are our other options, right? Drop these 2. Even just taking 7 damage is pretty bad. You're never going to get another Brawl chance. I think we're just going to do this. Assume it ends well. Wow. Ridiculously good. I mean, that could just win us the game. Oh, there's the other one. I was wondering why he prepped it, but okay. That greedy Edwin that will just blow up. There we go. I mean, that was really his only chance back in the game. Generally a bad play, but I understand. It's a desperation play. If I didn't have an answer for it, that's his way back. Alright, so on the win streak. These games are more important than anything else. Okay, probably the control mirror, but we have seen a few things that deviate from control warrior. Now in the control mirror, you're going to want to throw this back. You can combo it with the Acolyte, but usually that's just getting War Axe anyway. I'm going to assume it's control warrior. This is fine if it's not. This is a great card in the mirror though, right? This is something that not a lot of people are running. And let me tell you, if they're using an execute or a shield slam or something like that to deal with that, then it tends to be a favorable trade for you. So this is always a tough call. Do you armor up? Do you drop the armor smith? The fact that he's got nothing on board, he could equip a weapon, right? But he hasn't yet. So the biggest concern here is a Kor'kron. We're going to be able to chip away at his armor. Now my question here is if we want to coin the Drake. It'll make it a 4/6. It means we get a later Cairn. But answering Cairn to Cairn is kind of fine. This really contests the Kor'kron play. He can't just armor up. Shield slam, he'd actually have to shield block or like use a weapon swing. 4/6 is super annoying to deal with here. And even then it's generating us armor. Now this also gets very difficult. So we can drop this, but then he's got like a brawlable board. However, it's not like the greatest board to brawl on either. I don't think we shield block. We're probably saving it for the turn that we actually shield slam. And I don't think we taskmaster. It's either just armor up or drop the acolyte. I'm gonna drop the acolyte. Mostly because in the control warrior mirror, you're not going to be holding on to brawl in your starting hand. He could have drawn into it, but it's kind of a crazy hold. And we're still at like the top parts of our deck. So here's the Kor'kron, right? We can actually taskmaster this and kill it. We could war axe as well, but I think this is better. We actually do want the card draw. Get 2 cards here is very good, and I will get the acolyte down. Now a lot of people, like I've seen in stream and that, they often advocate against doing things like this. They're really concerned with drawing too many cards, but you have to also consider tempo in the matchup, and plays like this are going to get us early card draw, and I think later in the game you can start to abstain from getting too many cards in your hand. Also, Snake HS, thank you for the follow. Just noticed that. Much appreciated. Welcome. So Gorhel here, amazing card in the matchup. I'm sure that's no secret to anyone. Lots of consideration here. So we're actually, this is another interesting point. So we can push 4, 6, 10, 13 damage. It's a brawlable board, but he probably can't armor up very much from there. He might shield block up to like 8 health. And then, God, could he even, he can't even, yeah, he could shield block, but then he can't armor up. So he'd be at 8. And then we've got Gromash coming soon after with more weapon swings. So I quite like it. Oh, jeez, I almost ended my turn prematurely. And then, one thing to remember is the Shield Slam could actually be an activator for a Gromash as well. So there's the Shield Block. He might actually be digging for Brawl. Otherwise, probably looking for like Executes, Shield Slams, other forms of removal. Some of these decks run taunts, but they're a little uncommon. It would be like Ascension at best, I think. That's this person's voice? What the hell is that? So it looks like a Grom. A Grom without the activator is going to be enough to just win the game for us. Pretty strange mirror matchup there, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes you end up taking on this aggressive stance. If the other warrior is playing more passively, they're armoring up on turn 2, and you go ahead and drop that armor smith with some follow-up. And then, especially so if they don't have a war axe, you can just push that aggression. Sunwalker's also not bad in the controller. Yeah, it's actually good. I think the only reason I mentioned that he's likely only got Ascension there is he was just down to 5 mana, right? He'd spent 3 on the shield block, so not even any way to get that. So Slam, you're always mulliganing for Zoo. Slam is good in the matchup. Shield block is okay. It's a little slow. It's nice if you've got Shield Slam. I'm going to be a little more aggressive for War Axe and Armor Smith. Cool. But yeah, Sunwalker's very, very effective as a whole. We've got that weird Twilight Drake in there, which has been doing great for us. Oof, so annoying. Unless you draw into the Taskmaster. Now this is tough. This isn't the ideal slam target, but these things can get really out of hand. And pushing this out of Fiery War Axe range is annoying. You could slam this and plan the War Axe next turn. But honestly, all of this is really bad. Oof. It might be the play though. Especially with the Brawl. I think I'm going to do that. There's a strong argument to either War Axe that, slam that, or armor up though. I can't guarantee that that's the right move. And this might even be... Oh. Well, that gets interesting too. I was going to say this might even be an execute target. We really want to get that juggler down. Armor up shield slam's a good way to do it. The nice thing about this, which is what we're gonna do, is that we've got something for next turn. The other option is to go very armor up heavy. If I would have done it turn 1, and then turn 2, maybe with the shield slam, you do build a better board against Brawl. Oh, we're for sure taking this out. I think we're just going to armor up here. BGH, not going to have a lot of targets here. In this matchup, you can like Taskmaster a Doomguard, and that's almost it. But I think we're kind of saying at this point, we need a Brawl, a good Brawl. And as much as I was tempted to do this play, I think we Brawl. Do the one on the right side of your hand, right? Make it look like that's the only one in your hand. It's still not great because of the Golem. But what you hope here, a lot of Control Warrior decks only run the one Brawl. And so sometimes they're more willing to spam the board with stuff after you've used one. Sucks to even take that much damage. Okay, not the worst. But we are going to need some help here. Alright. I think it's just Harrison armor up. Hope we don't die. That's nice if we get to it next turn. But we're probably actually hoping for an Alex here. Oh, I think the... Geez, I just noticed. The deck is actually cut off here. My mistake. So yeah, 5, we got 13, so you'd have to generate 8 damage here, which is not impossible. But I wouldn't say it's likely either. He's sure trying though. Whew. We are dead. Alright. Well, I mean, I think you're just kind of dead to draws there. We could have played that turn 2 differently. But I'm not sure it would have really shaken out all that much different. Maybe you build up the board a little bit more for a brawl. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think you just need better mulligans, honestly. Alright, what do we got? Gotta start this win streak again. Druid. It's more of what I expected to see today. Harrison not going to be great. Corcoran's actually okay. And with the other cards we've got, I'm comfortable keeping it. It's really good against. What the hell's that called? Keeper of the Grove. Druid's so tough. Yeah, Druid is just good against everything. I kind of feel the same. Oh, interesting. It's a more token heavy Druid. I kind of feel the same about Control Warrior though. It's got at least decent matchups against everything, but I would say Druid is probably the most well-rounded of all the classic decks. I don't love Slam here, but it's either that or Armor Up. You get to draw off a Slam. Ugh. Yeah, you really just have to contest the board in this matchup. I think that's right. Gives us some options next turn at least, like Taskmaster and War Axe, or just Corcoran. Kind of expecting a Golem here. And the War Axe plays very nice against that. Alright, or he can just not draw that well. Or we just save our coin. Okay, the fact that he didn't have much there I think bodes very well for us. The only thing I'm worried about is like a big innervate play, because we don't have Execute or anything like that. But we can draw with this, draw with that. I think Rogue's the only bad matchup for Druid. Yeah, Rogue's tough for most classes, I find. Even, like, I don't know what a lot of the numbers say, the metrics or anything. But I feel like, at least for me, playing Warrior, I tend to lose a lot against Rogue. But yeah, same with Druid as well. It's just a little too fast. So we could hit that in and coin the Cairn. I think that's our play. I mean, Cairn is so good in these kinds of matchups. Really good against anything control-y. This is a little more like mid-range. Yeah, even like a Druid of the Claw, we just slam it first and then hit it. I like this a lot. What do you got? Black Widow. There it is. Okay, and he taunts it. Don't mind that. The other option is to Taskmaster run it in, but then it's gonna die. I like the card draw. I like that. Very few of these decks run weapon removal. I'm gonna chance it, but I see the odd druid with an ooze. And there's a chance that that's a mistake because you want to gore hell the next turn. Maybe I should have swung with it then. Okay, that's fine. We've got cleanup here. Got another option, which is just Geddon. Oh, or that. We've got all kinds of options. So yeah, we could swing, hit, and then Geddon, which is okay. But you do run the risk of, like, he's still got one Innervate in his deck. If he Innervates double Savage Roar combo, it's 22. But I think this is going to be the only BGH target in the whole deck. Most of these druids, if you're running like an Argent Squire, aren't going to run anything like a rag or something, which I've seen a few do. And now this is only really at risk to Spell Power Swipe. Well, Spell Power Swipe, and I guess you could try to clean it up a little with a Force of Nature, but I mean, if we've got this on the board, we drop like a Harrison or something. I think we're fine. And pretty sure if he had Spell Power Swipe, he would have done it in about 2 seconds. That ain't gonna save you. Yeah, this is why we should have swung with the axe before, because Gore Hell is like really nice here. But I think we just say let's get rid of that. Hit that in. I know he probably wants the card draw, but having anything on the board as a druid is good for Savage Roar, and this still threatens lethal if he does nothing about it. Yeah, this Drake, this is like one of Drake. If I could actually fit in a second, I would love to. I kind of want to cut Sylvanas and put it in, actually. I might do that. It's just performed like so unbelievably well for us. Okay, there's the Spell Power Swipe. I just use that for a clear. Again, Gore Hell. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but it puts us into that 22 range for the crazy Innervate shenanigans next turn. Some of these decks run BGH, some don't. No guarantees, got it. But that's like his only answer. Isn't Sen'jin better? Sen'jin's better against more aggressive decks. Probably against Zoo and Hunter for sure, but if you're playing more controlled decks, the Twilight Drake outperforms them by like a ton. It's crazy. Like in the control mirror, this will just win me games. Because if it's got like 6 or 7 health, it's so difficult for a warrior to deal with without what do you call it? Without like an execute or something like that. Tough for rogues, they're often sapping it. Even against druid, it's good. Cool, we got lethal here. Yeah, I put it in as a bit of an experiment before, but it's just done so well for us. And Sylvanas has only been okay. Let's try to switch. I mean, I think we've only lost 1 game today, so it seems a little crazy to change up the deck, but why not? Plus, it's a dragon. Dragons are cool. Alright, queue up. Update the deck list here. Bam. Okay, what do we got? Here we go. Maybe we get a chance to see the Drake shine. Maybe even 2 Drakes. Shield block's pretty good. I think this is all good. Yeah, we might end up being the aggressors here. I'd like to be able to chip away at his armor. Ooh, and that's going to help with that if we can on early turns. Because shield slamming that is still not bad for him. But if he's forced to generate and execute, I much prefer it. This is interesting. Wow, another Drake. We're probably going to coin it out. So what is he going to do? If we play Armorsmith, he's going to hit and Taskmaster? Maybe? I think we're just going to armor up and coin it. We get 1 more health on that. Yeah, normally I don't mind rolling the Armorsmith out here into an axe, but the fact that he played it and hung on to it is a little, I don't know, it seems telling that he's got the Taskmaster. So we'll see what he does here. Could shield block, shield slam. Oof, big questions. So I think, because we could even run the Kor'kron out if we really cared about killing it. I think what he's doing is one of 2 things. He's either putting that out hoping I'll hit it so he can execute, or he wanted to roll that out hoping I'd hit it, leave his armor. That would put him down to 6, then he could armor up, shield slam. So if his plan was to shield slam, I think he's in big trouble. In fact, he might even brawl here if he's got the option. I really, really like that. I don't like running stuff in to get executed, but it's not the worst. I don't know if we play our Armorsmith though. It feels like a losing play. If he brawls that board with 3 things, it could be really bad for us. So I think we just do this. War Axe. Armor up. Oh, we already attacked with that one. Yeah, I think this is better overall. Okay, still a decent brawl board for him. But wow, he is taking damage. So again, do we play anything out? Maybe we could push like 16 damage, which is a little insane. But then we don't have follow-up if he brawls. So I don't like that. We don't need the card draw. There's honestly nothing that we're looking for. He's probably just hitting there. This actually might just be an okay turn to shield block. You still get the draw. If for whatever reason he decided to chip away at our armor, like, who cares? I think that's good for us. Yeah, and I don't think he can even afford to swing and hit that. So this is kind of what I mean. I think these drakes are just so good in the mirror. Inner Rage execute? Alright. Inner Rage doesn't necessarily mean that he is, but it lends a little bit of weight to him being whatchamacallit, the OTK Worgen deck. Now I think I run both of these out. I don't need to swing here. I do want the draw off of that. I'm fine with him killing that off. Because I do want that gone. I don't want to spend any of that. Okay, gonna give us the armor. Harrison's nice. Wow, Kodo. Interesting. Sure different. We could slam and hit. If we just rag, there's one good target, one kind of crappy target, and a pretty bad target in face. But we also don't really think he's got much for removal. You know, I think I am just going to do that. I might hit that, though. Because we still don't have a shield slam. You know, I am going to do that. I'm going to hit that. Then we've got two good targets. Not bad. Because, yeah, he was probably going face anyway. He was going to eat that armor. Which is unfortunate. But, yeah, this is fine, I think. Yeah, we would love our brawl. Of course, there's the shield slam. Well, we need some card draw. Execute's good. We hit that, and I still think we want to draw. But he's kind of scraped his way back into this. Okay. It's actually really not good for us. Wow. What are the chances he's got 7 damage? What are the chances he's got 9? Pretty high. He's just gotta get an activator for Gromash. I think we're core crowning this. And probably Cairn and just pray. Man, I wonder if we could have played this different. But this is gonna survive, which is really sad. So even if we play out the Armor Smith, that's 16, that's 18. Activated Gromosh just kills us, so yeah, I don't think it matters too much. I think you're doing that. I think you're taking out the armor. It's only halfway through his deck, though, so no guarantee he's got the Gromosh. That's another way to do it. Damn. Yeah, it started out so strong, but just totally petered out. Alright, redeem ourselves here. With probably another control mirror. Okay. Do we keep the execute with that hand? Yeah, I think so. Really good draw. We might actually get to use it this game. Do the same. Don't think we need to rush that out. Like, maybe it's good if he plays an Acolyte here, but usually you just don't. Oh. Well, we've got the answer to that anyway. Doesn't change our play. Another reason to run the Drake. Yeah, these are money. These are great. Look, he's got no idea what to do. Concede. That sounds like a plan. He just seems so confused. Slam, execute, maybe? Oh no. Okay, that's fine. I think I like this. I was considering the Acolyte, but I like this being down to chip away at armor. And it's tough for him to deal with. He can't even really drop stuff without us contesting it. I think a big question will be if we use this on a War Axe or if we try to hold out for Gorehowl. It's a little greedier to hold out for the Gorehowl, but it's going to be nice to get that on the board earlier. Lots of trade-offs. I don't think we need to slam that. I think we can just hit. Get this out. This might force the War Axe. This is the question, because hitting a War Axe is not like the craziest thing. A Knife Juggler and a Bloodsail Raider. Well, suddenly I want to kill the shit out of that. So interesting. But I think we just, wow. Man, we just got thrown for a loop here. What the fuck? But, right, 2, 4, 5 mana. We could execute instead. Yeah. I think we just do that. And this might actually be for like an Arcanite Reaper now. Shy. Was not expecting today, but sure. Even that's fine. We get 2 draws off of it. It contests the board extremely well. And that's, 4 damage gone from him. We get good draws. Now, I don't want to drop the Armor Smith, because I don't want him to get some sort of crazy frothing play. Ooh, okay. Ooh, lots of things we can do here. Baron is not the greatest. I'm thinking it's like Armor Up, Shield Slam, Korkron. Yeah. This is dying anyway, so the order's not important there. I'm not sure how much card draw he's going to have in this deck. If he's got Cold Lights, we could actually be in for a bit of trouble here. But we'll see. Running these 3 out is going to help us a crazy amount. He's threatening 11. Wow. Well, let's do that. Let's do that. Do that. Slam. So we don't have to do the slam now. He's probably going to Arcanite this thing. So I think it's going to be better. If we hit that, though, it puts it into his own Taskmaster range. Maybe we drop it on that. It's like, do we want the draw? Do we want... the draw is probably better. You get the armor, you get the draw. Brawl. Not sure we'll be using that. So he would need 8 damage to finish us. Wow. Alex, 1 time. 2 draws. Yeah, I don't think we want to brawl. We're gonna want to kill this thing anyway. So this is pretty obvious. Good chance we slam. Ooh, shield block. Too good. Now slam into Alex doesn't really save us. I don't want to run them both in. Do I want to save the slam? Let's do this and see what draw we get. I don't want to hit that either. So good.
No problem.
And just preserve the Armor Smith. Like I said, I think Cold Light is kind of his only way out, and, no clue if he's even running it. I guess the Battle Rage might be like the other form of card draw in this deck. Jeez, he sure pushes a lot of damage, though. It's pretty obnoxious. Well, there's Alex, so... Seems good. I think we do trade off both for this. Negating 4 damage is more important than trying to save the Armor Smith. Okay, it's a teeny bit of card draw there. I don't know if we hit that thing or what. We're armoring up. Could Cairn... I don't want to hit it with a war axe though. Might be overthinking this. But I think this is just fine. Right, he's gonna have like Leroy, he's gonna have Mortal Strikes. I'm guessing this is a Mortal Strike, so we need to be conscious when we drop him. He's just been holding on to that forever. That's the only thing I can think. I guess other than a Leroy that you'd be holding on to for like the whole game. Okay. Wow, we're down to 4 cards? What the hell? I'm actually going to... Yeah. Actually going to run that in. And then we hopefully just kill him next turn. So I believe Mortal Strike is under 12 health, right? So we're okay dropping him that far. Don't tell me that's because you have some crazy combo. Alright. Do like winning. But yeah, let's push this to diamond. Jeez. And we can get back to some different decks, some experimentation. Okay, Druid. Yeah, facing a lot of Warrior today. Not as much Druid as I would expect. This is a hard mulligan. Executes can be really good in the matchup. It depends if they're more token heavy or not. Shield blocks can be good if you've got shield slams. But it's really hard to have just nothing to contest the board with to start the game. So I'm going to throw it all back. It could really backfire though. Yeah. It's not good. It is a good draw, though. Okay, yeah, let's just get stuff out. Okay. Acolyte? No. Well, it's not bad. If he's ramping, we can still slam execute. The card draw is going to really help. Okay, but he does get the benefit of the lore, so it's not like the greatest target either. Boy, we could even double slam. This is tough. Double slam's pretty appealing. I don't really want to lose the armor smith. There's not really better execute targets either. But our hand is just so bad. We're kind of relying on what we draw. That's why I was considering the slam. Crazy ramp. He could do another lore next turn. Jeez. Yeah, this is not good. This is really hard to deal with. Pretty much no matter who you are. If it's a more aggressive deck, you can deal with this early ramp, but yeah. if you're gonna get into late game mana before a control warrior. Big scary. Okay. Not sure what he was thinking about for so long there. Definitely need the card draw. It's okay. It's just slow. We still don't have anything for next turn. Okay, that is a good draw. Gotta slam it. It's not the worst. Finally, we've got something on 7. But it's not like the ideal drop on 7. You don't generally drop it on curve. Drake is nice. You can Drake and Acolyte. Hey. Or you can swing at this thing and play Gaddon, which I actually think I like better. The only problem is he can BGH that, but he can silence the Drake, and he's got so far into his deck. Yeah, I actually think that this is gonna be better for us. It's a bit strange, but BGH would leave him with 6 mana. We might be able to deal with 6 mana. Okay, Drew to the Claw or something. Oh, that would have been our Drake. Now we can do one of these two. I would have thought that he would BGH if he had it, which makes me more tempted to play Grommash here. I think Grommash is very good. Ragnaros is also very good. We've got 11 and we can Alex next turn. This might get silenced, but again, that opens things up for the Drake. No, there's BGH. Interesting. Okay, a single combo is 14, 18, 22, 24, 26. So it's still not death. We got another brawl. Probably no better time to Alex than now. We could be dead to combo double. Hey, come on. Combo double Savage Roar. Okay, does a ton. I was gonna say a Gorehell could actually win the game. Now, this might be a brawl board. This is a little messy too. Taskmaster, very good. I think with Taskmaster, I'm more tempted to not brawl. You hit the taunt, you kill the BGH. He's threatening 24, but you get the Drake down. And you can actually rag with it instead of do the Drake. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot better. If you hit the Yeti, it's amazing. The Golem would suck. Face. Maybe there's value. But yeah, if he didn't have that last turn, he'd have to draw the other piece of it now. Still 11 cards in his deck. Seems unlikely. Wow. Okay. 9 damage for lethal. Actually, don't know how we would get that. Oh, that's so bad. So bad. I think, though, we drop that. We're still okay here. If he floods the board, we've got Brawl, but 2 in hand. Yuck. Alright, we already used Gromosh, so... yeah, Gorehal's probably our best draw. 1 in 13. Okay, I might have to do some math here as well. $24, right? Yeah. This is tough. Honestly, like, Brawl Acolyte Armor Up's not bad. Brawl Korkron isn't bad. I think Brawl Acolyte's the... oh, jeez, I don't know. Because you still don't get into lethal. There's not a lot here that is like... yeah, gonna get us to lethal. Whereas if we hit him down to 6, and even if he armors up... you know what? I think this is best. We're still at a combo range. Hopefully we get at least 2 draws here. That's what, 2 out of 12 for Gorehel, 1 out of 6. Potentially even like a War Axe we eventually get him down with. Wow. King, it's not what we need. Now the 1/1 makes Brawl better, but if any one of those things is alive next turn, we're still dead. It's a very good draw though. As long as it's not this stupid Drake. Oh, we're the best at this game. Okay, 17. Still only Gorehel. It's gonna win it. Uh-oh. No, I think he got the Innervate double combo thing. Really? Oh my god. So annoying. We played around it for so long, too. Just unlucky. I mean, I guess he's down. There's only 6 cards in his deck. Jeez. Okay, well, just gotta win. Okay, it's almost always Zoo, and these 2 are decent cards against Zoo, so... actually a really nice opener against Zoo. Happy with that. Unless it's handlock. Oh. If it's handlock, you want to armor up. If it's Zoo, sometimes Zoo does play it more patiently. Not good for us. The execute's a good draw. It's actually a tough decision between armor up and acolyte. I think because we have the shield block, I don't know, and we've got the execute. I think we're gonna acolyte this turn. It's really not ideal though. You'd prefer to armor up if you can afford to, but I'm expecting a Drake, a coined Drake. Oh. If he's just gonna owl, that's actually totally fine. We generate a bit of armor off of this armor smith, which is typically useless in the matchup. We've still got execute potential if we mount giants. Lovely. Not to mention, we continue to generate armor. We actually get our own Drake down. Alright, suddenly things are looking up a bit, but lack of card draw does hurt us. Oh, a faceless. I was like, he's not running a second owl, is he? So I think we have to do this for the card draw. It's not what you want to do. And then we're gonna kill the shit out of this thing. And just barely survive. Continue generating armor for those shield slams that I know exist somewhere in my deck. This might be like a Hellfire turn. It's a decent board for it. It's going to give us a lot of armor back. And then we've actually got a big question with this Harrison here. Usually I actually don't like holding Harrison for Jiraxis, because a lot of times if they play Jiraxis, you're just dead anyway. Shadow Flame on a Sun Fury. I don't know that that's advisable. So yeah, we could Harrison here for the additional pressure. But like, do we need to push damage or anything? Not really. We might even be Alexing anyway, a reg. Yeah, I don't think we need to. You don't even have to drop this armor smith either. But there's not like good times for armor smith generally. Okay, that's fine by me. If we hit face, he'd be at 15. So I think we don't swing. Don't swing with the armor smiths. We still hope it hits this. Great. So yeah, sure, having him at 21 would have been better, but having him at 13 could be like double Molten Giant Sun Fury. This is fine. So we can just end up brawling stuff. Now this is actually alright, and we want to get the War Axe ready. 18, he's on 9, still can't Molten Giant taunt. But here if we draw a Gromash, like that's the big thing, right? Like that's just lethal the way that it is if he's got no taunts. There's Jiraxis and we've got Harrison Jones. This is insanity. This is crazy. We win if we draw Gromash. Harrison's gonna get us into something amazing anyway. He's discarding a Molten Giant. This guy's bonkers. So this is why we equip the Fiery War Axe. If he's at 15, or we put him to 15, another Soulfire. Holy shit, he gets rid of the coin. Alright, so we don't get it right away, but here's 7 cards. No weapon for him is huge for us. Oh my god, we still didn't get Grommash, but look at the value of this Drake. We are going to swing. This damage could very well be helpful. We got 11 here. His other Molten Giant is like unplayable. Still at this range, because 15 is his max health. We got a Charger here. You get 2 there, you get an extra 2 there. We'll see, Immortal Coil maybe? No, just Argus. Can we just win? I think so, right? We Shield Slam that. We can regular slam that. We still got 1,000,000 more damage. Easy, easy win against Handlock. You love to see it. Alright, quick bathroom break. And then we'll return, try to hit Diamond. Alright. I think, was it 2 or 3 more wins? Because 2 puts us into a win streak. So it might only be 2 more wins to get to Diamond. No, I guess that would just put us to 3, right? Alright, so 3 in a row. We can do it. Okay, well, I don't think we need these super late game cards. Execute is good in both matchups. It's not amazing against Zoo, but it's fine. Warx is amazing against Zoo. He's rushing to throw cards out anyway. I don't think we need to coin that or anything. We might play and hit this. No, we're just going to hit that. Lots of tiny stuff. We probably do that and then coin Drake is my guess. Expecting like a wolf or something. Oh, a golem. Okay. Yeah, we gotta contest the board here. Kill as much stuff as we can. This is going to be great at contesting the board. Another good reason to cut Sylvanas. Soulfire, not bad for him. Okay. Honestly, it's a brawl that we want here. We basically just save 2 health by doing this, but I think this is better than shield block. Which might seem crazy, but we don't need the health because he's only threatening 4. You actually save a bit of health. Ugh, that is bad though. Bad without an activator for execute. But hey, we got an activator for execute. Who would have thunk it? Suddenly not looking terrible as Alexstrasza could come in handy for healing. Might even be gore howling things. But still, Brawl is looking more and more appealing. I think we do this. I'm not sure that we need to slam. There's the Brawl. So this is why I didn't slam. Because I don't know that we need to remove any of these Divine Shields. Welcome back, Sakrasta. No, did not get Diamond. We are rank 2. Platinum. Okay, I think this is a fine brawl. Best target, I'm good with an armor up. If he's got the other Doom Guard, we can take it out. Yeah, hoping to hit Diamond by the end of the day. But we'll see. So far, so good. The climb is from like rank 3 0 stars, and now we're rank 2 3 stars. Let me think here. Slam on that is very good. Slam on the Knife Juggler. I think I want to slam and then Harrison. I'm just thinking how we could die. 17, he's just 1 Doom Guard. It's only threatening 4. Right? Only threatening 4? We should be fine. So I don't want to use that yet, because I want him to... Either he's going to trade nicely here, or we get an opportunity to Alex if he pushes damage. This also gets tough. Yeah, we don't want to Alex here. Gorehell is probably too slow. We know he's got 1 Doom Guard, so 8. Well, I don't know, we'd be at 18. And Geddon's not bad because it kills this. Lots of choices. You just always wonder what's behind shield block, eh? So if we get him, we stay at 16. He's got to find a way to deal a lot of damage. $11. But if we gore hell, we hit, we armor up. It's only a 1 health difference. It's 7, 8. He's got to find 10. Seems more difficult to do, but you don't have something on board. I think Gorehell is the answer, because it lets us manage our Alexstrasza better. If he pushes damage here, we can throw into something and then Alexstrasza back up. Right, and he's not pushing damage here immediately. Jeez, even Brawl is so good though. But honestly, Brawl is probably just better. Because if we hit and we Straza up, he's still threatening 7. Really good draw too. And now having the armor ahead of Straza that we can shield slam with, it's great. Doomguard's annoying. Okay. It's fine. $18 and he's threatening 4. I think we're doing fine. Very nice. That should push us to 1. Not in a win streak there, right? Yeah. Just gotta win 2 more, I think, before we can get the diamond. Hopefully we can just get some good matchups here. I don't like facing Zoo. I feel like it's too draw dependent. Very tense games. They're fun, but yeah, not sure that they're favorable. I don't mind Hunter. It's got to come with good draws. Wow, it's tempting to keep Harrison. Having these, I think it's okay to keep Harrison. I've actually been facing a good amount of like mid-range hunters who are having like 3-2, 3-3 bows a lot of the time. And like we don't have coin here, so we get a couple more draws. Perfect for, yeah, armor smiths and war axes. This is very good. If he passes, oh my god, this is like the dream. That's where you hope he knife jugglers. Oh, everything coming true here. So it can be bad to burn that if it turns out to be a more mid-range hunter, but the fact that we've got execute and an activator for it, I'm really not worried. Like if he animal companions and gets Misha here, that's probably the move. This is why we keep Harrison. This is kind of a question though, as to whether we want a Taskmaster and armor up. I think so. I think it's better to gain the armor and push the damage. This is in bow range, but if you're forcing a hunter to start trading for minions, great. It does make his explosive trap a bit better, but we all know what we have to deal with that. Alright, Wolf Rider. So we know it's aggro. We're playing the Taskmaster. I would love to get that Drake out. But we're for sure, I mean, it's just so efficient and great. We're not going to roll that out just because Explosive Trap would destroy everything. Yeah, here, if he does that, he does that, that's 4 damage. You throw him in, you Drake, you get 2 back anyway. We might actually core cron here. Nah, we don't have to. So 4 or 5, not the greatest things. Basically just a silenceable Yeti. Oh, Benethy, or Benanthi with the follow. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Whoa, this guy is hyper rude. Holy crap. Okay, well that was not good for us all of a sudden. 4, 7, 9, 11. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, it's got to be this. The knife juggler is probably going to output about as much damage as this guy. Yeah, we really just want to get into our shield blocks now. If we do that, I feel like we just win the game. Oh, what happened to what happened to his arcane golem? Okay. Him trading though, not bad. Okay. No, I think this is the play. Oh god, I almost ended again. Oh, do we kill one of these? 2, 4. We actually probably do. It is bad to explosive trap again, but he's used one. Doesn't have a lot of draw. It's bad to unleash the hounds. But I'd rather... I don't think we're going to get any value out of that any other time. So if it's just dead, we've got excess mana, all that's fine. Finally we get to Harrison. Yeah, 8, 15. Thank you. Whew. I don't think we need to slam our own guy again for the explosive trap reason. It wouldn't be bad to actually get the card draw, and there's a chance we would do it next turn, but with like no mana here, there's nothing you're really getting to use right away. Alright, just one more win. Good matchup. Fingers crossed. Like a freeze mage or something. That would be okay. Probably the control warrior mirror, but we did face a pretty interesting aggro list earlier. Harrison Jones obviously good in the matchup, but we'll have to see how we end up using it. Crazy. We actually get another aggro list. And we're kind of set up to deal with it. Played against Control Warrior with a shit ton of weapons. Played Reapers and the 3/3 that gives you 2/2 weapon. That's exactly what I played against. But I wouldn't call it control. He just like went face again and again and again and again. I think we're gonna execute this. Drop the Armor Smith first. It actually looked really similar to this. It was a frothing. It had the core crons. Yeah, everything. Argent Commanders. Oh, okay. Heroic Strike. We tried building this list earlier, actually, in a different stream. And it sucked for us. Okay, I think we are in the business of trading. It sucks that he could Taskmaster, maybe Whirlwind or something. That's alright. It's actually a fine Harrison Jones target, but I don't love it. There are Arcanite Reapers coming. We can almost guarantee that. But getting the 5/4 body down is big. Getting the draw is big. I'm going to do it. But I am hesitant as to whether or not it's the correct line. Yeah, there's the Arcanite, so maybe, maybe not. But yeah, he's trading. Very strange. This becomes a 4/5, which I like. So the only other consideration is Mortal Strike, right? And a blue gill. Jeez, this is strange. So yeah, if we get him to 12 with the Korkron, that's the disadvantage. Okay. We'll hit with this first. I don't love it, because we don't get the armor up. But I still think this is a favorable spot for us. Probably another Shield Slam, honestly. I think we swing, we Korkron, armor up, Shield Slam. Gorehal's actually very good. Because he's got 3, 6, 8. Yeah, there's a lot that could really suck here. But being stuck on top decks, I have to think this is good. And hopefully we just burst him down with the Gorehel, and that's it. Pretty good top deck, though. Then armor up might hurt him as well, because suddenly whatever it's called, Mortal Strike, is not going to be as good. Six, 10. Well, Mortal Strike top deck wouldn't have killed us anyway. Leroy won't kill us. Not sure what would. Nothing, and then we win, right? Oh no, we're one short. 8, 15. We are one short. Well, seems like the obvious play. I guess you roll it out. Okay, now what could you top deck that does 9 damage? An already angry Grommash? I don't think so. Perfect. Win streak. Make our way into Diamond. Easy peasy. Wow, why did we get such an ugly Diamond 10 portrait? Alright, well. That was kind of the only goal today. So that's all the Hearthstoning we're going to be doing. I'm actually going to be making a game change. We're going to hop over to Diablo 1. Totally understand if